No suggestions. I do what the freak I want to do. I dish out good videos. The videos I dish out is good. I do what the freak I want to do. You know what I mean? So you kind of got me out. You kind of got me out of pace. It's not even the video that I wanted to react to. Two-player, the best thing for you to do is just shut up right now. You know what I mean? But what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Chick Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy. But yeah, no, life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. We got this South African Poacher gets eaten alive by pride of lions, man. You know what I mean? I told y'all one thing about me. I am not an animal lover. I do not like animals. I do not like lions. I don't like tigers. I don't like dogs, and I don't like cats. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you. So I am not an animal lover at all. I don't know. It's just something about animals I just don't like, even though I am an animal myself. You know what I mean? Humans are animals if you don't know that. But, you know, yeah, I really, when it comes to humans, I mean, I don't know. Me getting closer to God, I gotta like humans, but humans, I'm not gonna say that, all right? I'm not gonna say, you know, 'cause I'm trying to start to like, I'm really trying to, you know, be a better people person, honestly, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say that, you know what I mean? But when it comes to lions and tigers and, you know, things of that sort, yeah, I don't like.
In this episode, the hunter becomes the hunted. In the dead of night, 3 poachers close in on their target, but little do they know that there are dozens of eyes staring at them. With no moonlight to guide them, and reluctant to use their flashlights for fear of being detected by rangers, the poachers are sitting ducks to the powerful lions hiding in the African bush. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. This is the terrifying lion attack on poacher David Beloyi. Welcome to Final Affliction. In February 2018, under cover of darkness, a trio of poachers made their way across the South African border from Mozambique. Their destination was one of the private game reserves along the edge of the infamous Kruger National Park. It was pitch black, and they tripped and stumbled through the undergrowth as they made their way towards the wilderness. They didn't use...
Who do you see, ladies and gentlemen? Who do you see?
To go unnoticed, but they had made this journey before.
Hey, bro, Africa is not poor like you think it is. Africa is actually one of the most beautiful continents in the world. You know what I mean? Honestly, they try to make it seem like Africa is just so bad. It's so treacherous. No, it's not. No, I mean, Africa is really beautiful, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. One of the richest continents in the world.
They knew the way. Living in the remote village of Mavudza in the Mesengiri area, a lot of the people lived a poor existence. 3/4 of the population is illiterate, but most survive through farming. Fields of corn, cassava, cowpea, peanut, sweet potato, and rice provide a meager income for families and food on the table. Houses are set amongst Mozambique's sandy soils and surrounded by agricultural land. Only 4% of the houses in the region have access to electricity, with little in the way of future prospects. 50-year-old David Beloyi was no stranger to this temptation, and along with 2 others, trekked into South Africa on February 9th, 2018. They sneaked into the Umbabat Game Reserve, just south of the Olifants River.
So what's your point of being there, man? You know what I mean? Like, you're a poacher. So what is a poacher? Is that like hunters? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to hunt or something, you know what I'm saying? What, you're trying to bring back a lion back to the States? Like, can somebody tell me what a poacher is? You know what I mean? 'Cause I know I got a whole lot of know-it-alls in the chat. You know what I mean? So I think a poacher, what, is a hunter, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess they want some lion meat.
That flows through Kruger National Park and into Mozambique. They carried little with them.
But a poacher can't be a hunter, bro. You just said a hunter.
3 tools and 2 .456 Winchester hunting rifles. They were on the lookout for big game. These weapons could take down the likes of elephant, rhino, and lion. The illegal trade in big cat products, rhino horn, and elephant tusks are huge commodities in China and the Far East. They can fetch thousands of dollars, and although the poachers themselves...
Why the freak do people want elephant tusk? Until people sell anything nowadays, bro. Elephant tusk, human booty. You know what I'm saying? People sell anything nowadays. Anything's on the market nowadays. You can make money from anything. You got niggas making money off people's organs. You know what I mean? Honestly. Like, I think it's like the black market. You feel me? Like these folks didn't turn anything, like anything can be sold nowadays. Like what can you do with elephant tusk? You know what I mean? What can you do with human booty? You know what I mean? Come on, yo.
The Far East, they can fetch thousands of dollars, and although the poachers themselves only see a small fraction of that price, it can make a difference to their livelihoods. They rely on this income to feed their families. Rhino horn is more valuable than gold on the black market. Poachers risk life and limb poaching prized animals, with poaching patrols stepping up across South Africa and many other African nations.
So you kill these animals just to sell their horns, just to sell the tusk. I'm telling you, but humans, man, some evil people, bro. I'm not just going out here just killing animals for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not the type of person, I would never harm an animal unless it tries to harm me. Now, when it comes to insects, I definitely harm insects. I got like 1,000 bodies when it comes to insects. I killed a lot of ants. I killed some bees. Nigga, I'm talking about I killed spiders. Insects, get it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like an animal, I just feel like insects don't have no purpose. Like, what's the reason the spider was invented? I feel like God just made some things just to make some things. I can't cap. You know what I'm saying? Can we tell, can we, like, why did God make a spider? Why did God make ants? You know what I mean? I mean, everything does have a purpose, though. You know what I mean? Everything does have a purpose. I just don't know what the purpose is. Spiders do have a purpose. I just don't know what the spider's purpose is. Ants have a purpose. I just don't know what, I just don't know what ants' purpose is. You know what I mean? Anteaters. You know what I mean? Is their purpose is to get eaten by ants? Not ants. Is their purpose is to get eaten by anteaters? Like, I just, some of God's creation be kind of confusing me. Like, why God made this? Why did he make this type of, you know? But I know it's a purpose behind it. You know what I mean? So basically, poachers is illegal, is hunters that hunt illegally. So basically, you killing these animals illegally just to sell their parts to the black market.
Poachers can catch a bullet from armed rangers. In neighboring Eswatini, they have a shoot-to-kill policy when it comes to poachers. But sometimes, it's the animals themselves that poachers are most in danger from. Usually, poachers hunt for their game during a full moon.
Holy crap, that nigga had it down.
Danger from. Usually, poachers hunt for their game during a full moon. This helps them to see better and means that they don't need to use a flashlight, which can be picked up by rangers on patrols. They typically hunt in threes. One will shoot the animal, the other will cut off the body part they are after, and the third will keep watch. Nobody knows for sure which animals David and his two companions were after.
Karma,
when they
bro.
crossed into the private game reserve that night, only 2 of them would make it back out alive.
We kill them animals for no reason,
they
bro.
stalked through the bush. Their arms were scraped by the long acacia thorns protruding from the trees.
Hey.
Their footsteps were quiet upon the dusty, dry earth. Their hearts beat quickly as the adrenaline of the nighttime hunt began to kick in, flicking on their flashlights for only a few seconds at a
Like, bro, them
time.
animals chilling, bro. Let them animals chill, bro. Hunting them animals like that, bro. You know what I mean? The y'all humans be having a nerve to feel sympathy for nature being nature. Like, I've seen humans have problems with tigers killing zebras, you know what I mean? Or, you know, them hunting for their food, you know what I mean? But humans, you do the same thing. You know what I mean? When a freaking tiger or a freaking lion be, you know, eating their food, you know, I seen humans have the nerve to say, help them, help them. Why are you finna engage in their way of living? Y'all hunt too. Y'all kill animals too. Humans just think it's different when y'all do it. So it's okay when humans go do this, right? It's okay when humans go hunt freaking deers, right? It's okay when humans kill, even though God made certain animals for us to eat. Don't have a problem when they're doing it. When y'all killing, you know, humans got a problem with them doing it, but y'all do it as well. I think humans forget that they're animals. I don't know. I think, you know, you're just the top of the pie chart, but you're an animal, bro.
They found
You're eating other animals as well, just like them.
Paw prints of a lion crouching
But
down low to
that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Certain animals are here for a reason, for us to maul on. Sorry, vegans. You know what I mean? I know why vegans think they be doing some type of God's work. People been eating meat since the beginning of the days, bro. Since back then, since before Christ, after Christ, bro. Animals been getting killed, bro. Certain animals is here for us to eat. That's what vegetarians don't understand. You want to eat plants? You know what I mean? Eat plants and freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even like what you eating for real. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just don't want to feel like a murderer. You know, I just don't want to eat animals. You know what I mean? Bro, shut the frick up. I ain't gonna lie, vegans, you piss me off.
The ground, they paused and strained their eyes in the darkness. They whispered to each other, each of them listening to the sounds of the African night. But they weren't the only ones out hunting in the darkness. The 3 Mozambican men may have been carrying deadly hunting rifles, but there was something out there that was far deadlier. With thousands of years of natural
look at that
instinct packed into a powerful body,
they hunting,
the African lion is responsible for an estimated 200 human fatalities each year. Male lions can grow to almost 10 feet or 3 meters long, including their tail, and can weigh almost 500 pounds or 225 kilograms. In some individuals, the canines can be as much as 4 inches or 10 centimeters long. They are generalist predators, eating a wide variety of prey species from wildebeest
why would you even do that?
to gemsbok, giraffe, and buffalo. Although lions do hunt during daylight hours, they mostly rely on the cover of darkness to take down prey. Like most nocturnal animals, they possess a tapetum lucidum in their eyes, which reflects more light back through the retina, helping them to see in low light. Their night vision is 6 to 8 times better than a human's. In the dark, lions definitely have the upper hand, or paw. As the men crept forwards, so too did a pride of lions. David wouldn't have heard the lionesses approaching, but it seems the 3 of them walked straight towards an approaching pride. With no time to react, David suddenly let out a loud cry as he was knocked off his feet. He squeezed the trigger of his gun as something huge grabbed his head.
There we go.
The sound of the gunshot echoed across the African bush, alerting rangers far and wide. David could feel the canines sinking into his skull, and he screamed as he struggled to pull his head free. He kicked his legs and thrashed around as the immense power of the lionesses pinned him to the ground. Amongst the commotion, the other 2 men dropped their weapons and sprinted off in the opposite direction. David had been only feet in front of them when he was attacked. They had seen the murky outlines of several large animals diving on top of him. They heard the struggle, the moans and groans of the lions, and the screams and cries of their friend. Sheer terror gripped them as they fled, running back through the game reserve. They tripped over fallen branches and crashed through the bush.
It's like, I can't feel sorry for this. I can't feel sorry for this nigga. You know what I mean? You out there poachering. Now, whatever, poachering, you know what I mean? You out there trying to kill them, so, shoot. Now tables turn, now y'all want me to feel sorry for the nigga? You out there trying to kill them? You out there trying to hunt them? The tables just turned, nigga. The hunter became the hunted. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened, you know?
Their hearts thundered in their ears.
Should be out there trying to illegally hunt, nigga.
Tore
what happened to
the
you?
African night. Gasping and panting.
You must need to leave animals alone, bro.
Only once they were on the other side of the wire did they stop to catch their breath. It was a 50-mile hike back to their village. When they arrived, they had to deliver the devastating news to David's family. David had been left at the mercy of the lions.
They left that nigga.
He was easy prey. His friends had abandoned him.
I will let that nigga too.
With no way of seeing the lions in front of him, he could have walked straight into the middle of the pride. He couldn't defend himself, and it would have taken just seconds before one of the lionesses closed her jaws around his throat. Asphyxiation and exsanguination are how lions subdue their prey, and David was no exception. It wasn't a territorial attack. The lions were out on the hunt that night. They were looking for a meal. Whilst David's friends made it out alive, he was devoured by the pride of lions. The gunshots were heard by rangers who headed to the area, but when they finally located the scene of the hunt, the lions had scarpered. All that was left of David was his head. Almost his entire body had been eaten. The alarm had been sounded, and police and paramedics arrived on scene when daylight broke. David's remains were transported to Mafuta Malati Hospital mortuary. When his family learned of the tragedy from the two others on the hunt, they phoned David's sister-in-law. She lived in South Africa, and so was the closest family member to where he now lay. She agreed to formally identify him. It must have been traumatizing for her to see him like that, but she confirmed his identity, and the family were able to grieve their loss. Lieutenant Colonel Moachi Nagopi of South African Police Service was trying to piece together exactly what happened. Nobody from David's village was talking. Nobody confirmed whether the trio had been out poaching that night or not. Instead, the evidence needed to be gathered. Next to David's body lay the hunting rifles and a large amount of ammunition. These weapons indicated they were out looking for big game. There were 2 sets of footprints leading away from the scene, suggesting the other 2 sprinted away, given the length of the strides. Some may say that David got what he deserved. With so few tigers left, there is a higher demand for the use of lion bones in Asian tiger cake and wine. Anti-poaching patrols in South Africa often come across the corpses of lions. Their faces and paws have been hacked off, destined for a shipment to the Far East. Coming across such gruesome discoveries is so common now that the rangers and anti-poaching units no longer become emotional by what they see. There are now more elephants than lions in southern Africa, and their numbers are declining at a rapid rate. Habitat destruction and loss of prey from the bushmeat trade, as well as conflict with farmers, are also leading to their demise on top of the ever-growing poaching problem. As long as poaching continues, thousands more animals will die, and some of the poachers will meet their terrifying final affliction.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Just don't poach. Whatever it's called. Don't poach.